Well, Hashim Wahdatyar is the program director at the Institute of Current World Affairs. He's joining us now from Washington, D.C. for more analysis on what's happening in Afghanistan at the moment. Mr. Wahdatyar, good to have you with us on TRT World. Now, first, as you understand it, what is taking place currently in the Panjshir Valley? How is the fighting going?
Well, unfortunately, the situation in Panjshir, it is upheaval, it is chaos, and that is the disaster, human disasters. The Taliban have taken like most of their thousands and thousands of fighters from other provinces. They have all gathered around Panjshir and they have been conducting numerous attacks on Panjshir. But both sides are proclaiming progress. But unfortunately, neither side is winning this war. And the disaster is a human disaster for the civilians there, for both sides who are Afghans. The problem is that the issue is that because of the geographical location of Panjshir, surrounded by the mountains in Panjshir, it is very arduous for the Taliban to conquest Panjshir. But from the other side, the resistance in Panjshir will continue until it has all ammunition, the bullets, the weapons, and the logistical support it has. In terms of the geographical location, the Taliban will not be able to conquest, but from the resistance side will not be able to sustain the equipment and the bullets and the ammunition in Panjshir. Ultimately, Panjshir will fall to the Taliban, not that the Taliban are stronger, neither the resistance is weaker, but that is all because of the logistics. The supply routes to Panjshir there is no supply routes to Panjshir, nor there is a source of support to Panjshir. We all hear from the leaders of this resistance, including Amrullah Saleh and also Ahmadi Massoud. They call upon the United States and international community to support the resistance, but there is no okay from neither from the international community nor from the region of the countries to support the resistance in Panjshir. But ultimately, Panjshir will fall to the Taliban, and that is unfortunately, and that will be because of the no existence or continuation of logistics and ammunition in Panjshir.
There's no way of resupplying them apart from by the air, I imagine, Mr. Wahdatyar, and that's unlikely to happen. So where are we with the formation of a government now in Afghanistan?
Well,
the leader of the Pakistani intelligence service was in the country just recently.
that's a great question. The formation of the government, the definition of the inclusive governance that the Taliban is having, there's the differences in the definition of inclusive government. What the Taliban definition of inclusive government is the distribution of the ministerial positions to the all political parties and ethnicities in Afghanistan. But remember, the political positions and the ministerial positions are not power. These are governmental civil servants positions, and those are not power. The Taliban wants to keep and maintain power with the Taliban. What the resistance want is share of power, not share of the civil servant position. That's number one. Number two, the head of intelligence of Pakistan is an uninvited delegation from Pakistan to Kabul. He was not invited. The Taliban did not receive him. There was no protocol to the intelligence of Pakistan. What the head of intelligence want to achieve from this mission is three things. Point number one, they will try and create scenarios and the situation to the Taliban to make sure that those Taliban figures and Afghan influential figures should be part of the new government who are under payroll of the government of Pakistan. That's number one. Part number two, those figures who are not against India, they should not be part of the government. Point number three, Pakistan will try and continue their strive to make sure that the Haqqani network is playing active and key role in the future government of Pakistan. And the last very important point is that the head of intelligence of Pakistan want to show to the international community that they still have influence over the Taliban, despite the leadership of the Taliban has moved from Quetta to Kandahar, and their political leaders from Qatar to Afghanistan. They want to sell this scenario to the international community that the Pakistan still have influence over Taliban, and also they want to convince the NATO international community to subcontract Afghanistan affairs to Islamabad.
Okay, Hashim Wahdatyar from the Institute of Current World Affairs. I appreciate your analysis. Thanks for being with us.